Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today is the day, AMA event, and we are seeing some great price action right now. We take a look at the overall market, up over 6%. Shiba Inu, here we go, up 22.49% here in the 24-hour period. This was a pleasant thing to wake up to this morning, and we can see the 7-day right now, they're up 52%. The only asset rather that's higher than Shiba Inu in the past 7 days, as you can see, is Cello here, and we're going to jump into the Shiba Inu price. We're going to look at Leash. We're going to look at the AMA event. We're going to take a look at the Google Trends because we've got some interesting things going on right now. A lot of people searching up for Shiba Inu, and we're going to jump into it in this video. So let's jump into Shiba Inu, the price right now, and overnight this thing has skyrocketed. You can see here on the trading view, these are 1 hour candlesticks, and the last couple hours, look at these last 3 hours. If we zoom in right here, look at the amount of volume coming in here, 57% up in the 24-hour period. You can see these last 3 green candlesticks. We were sitting down here at this 8.4 level, which we were hovering in there last night, but first thing this morning, these last couple hours, we're seeing big gains here, and we're closing in on maybe crossing out another zero here very soon. So we talked about that last night on the live, and looks like we're going to get there perhaps sooner than later, because I do think today we're going to see a constant run-up leading up to the event. Okay, this is just my thoughts here. I think we're going to get a run-up all the way up to 4 p.m. Eastern, all the way up to the AMA event, and then we'll probably level off from there tonight. This has been a common trend, right? We'll see a lot of things that have a lot of hype around them, like a big event, right? Or like the SNL Dogecoin. It ran up all the way to the event, right? And then it either levels off or even kind of falls off a little bit. So I know a lot of people bought more last night, maybe buying right now. Just be careful not to buy at the top, okay? And I know it's hard to time the market, but a lot of times what happens here, you buy it on the way up and then immediately, it levels off or comes down a little bit at the top. So again, long term, you're probably not too concerned with that, but anybody trying to day trade or swing trade, just be careful of that, because there has been a lot of, people buying leading up to event, and then once the event actually occurs, it kind of levels off or falls off a little bit. So, but I think it's going to be a nice day here today for SHIB. I think it's going to be a nice run-up, a constant run-up leading up to 4 p.m. I really do. And the same can be said for Leash, right? Because this thing is really exploding in the last 24-hour period, up 53.67%. This thing has been on fire recently. And I know a lot of people have been talking about Leash. Look at that. I mean, look at this big-time movement. You go back to the 25th, we were under 2 grand. Right at 5 p.m. under 2 grand, and look at that, 43.71 and 70 cents. Just some massive gains. Look at the trading volume, up 127% for the Doge Killer Leash, and man, just crazy. All right, so we're leading up to this big event, right? 4 p.m. Eastern, coming up today. I'm going to be going live at some point later today regarding this event. Don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to be actually at the Telegram event. I think it's going to be really chaotic and crazy, and I think I just want to be able to maybe be here with you all and doing some watching some live tweeting. I'm hearing that a lot of people are going to be live tweeting from the event, and maybe we can break things down as things happen. So more to come on that later. Follow me on Twitter at Z_Humphries. I'll let you know what I'm doing later on, but we will be covering it right here on the channel. And this is a big event. I think one thing we talked about last night on the live, Austin and I, is we want to hear from Satoshi Kusama. We'd like to hear and see him too, right? And just kind of get a feel for what's going on, what are the things in the works. And this is a great opportunity for you to ask your questions too. You can also be awarded some SHIB or Leash for the top questions. You will be awarded some free assets here. And come prepared with great questions. I think a lot of you have them. Judging by the live chats that we've had during our lives. And yeah, man, I'm excited. If you can't tell, I think this is a really big week, as we've been talking about for SHIB. And my price prediction yesterday, I said, well, if we can run up and get into, knock a zero out, that'd be pretty good. Well, it looks like we could get there. Now, we've got a kind of a proverbial wall there, like right at that 10 level. So, man, if we could break through that, it looks like we can really run past it. So we'll see just how high we can go today. It's pretty exciting. So let's jump into the Google Trends here, because this is interesting. And we look at, this is the past 4 hours, okay? So we're looking at a pretty narrow time frame here, but worldwide past 4 hours, you can see Shiba Inu has more interest in the last few hours than Dogecoin, right? Shiba Inu's in the blue here, Dogecoin in the red, and I put SafeMoon in there just to kind of show you how much interest right now is within Shiba Inu and Dogecoin over SafeMoon, right? But you could see here, if we compare it by region and break it down, you could see over the past 4 hours, I mean, look at all of the places, Shiba Inu, look at India, continuing to grow interest there, Iran, Saudi Arabia, right? All these various places, New Zealand, Indonesia, look at that, down here in Argentina. So this is really, really fascinating. And what I want to do is I want to pull this out actually. Instead of the past 4 hours, let's go past day. And we can see here, Dogecoin has been doing a little bit better throughout the day. Okay, so we're going to go back to yesterday here because we're the past 24 hours. But as you can see here, these last several hours, these last, what's this, about 3-4 hours, look at this. So the interest level, see, this is always something interesting to me. If you can go back and look at these Google Trends, and usually these represent the charts pretty accurately, right? Big spike here on the Google Trends, and what do we have here? Big spike in the charts, okay? Pretty interesting, pretty fascinating. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to take a look at. So let's go back here. And you could just do that Google Trends work on your own too. You could just type that into the Google search bar, check that out. This is another thing I wanted to check out before we wrap up the video. So Shiba Inu sitting at number 28 still, but here's the thing. Look how close we are to Monero and EOS. We're right on the heels of these two assets. I do believe by the end of the day we'll be right underneath Tron. And if you remember, 4 or 5 weeks ago, that's exactly where we were, hanging out with Tron and Filecoin, and we're getting right back to business. So that's why we always say be patient. The patient investor always wins. And I think Shiba Inu could be back over a $4 billion market cap by the day's end. I do think that's very, very likely and very possible. I think we're going to continue to see a nice little run up here this morning and into this afternoon, leading up to the CertiK AMA event. Which let me know what your thoughts are about that. Price predictions for today and beyond. Also, let me know what you're thinking about the AMA event and anything else you find interesting. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. If you get some value. If you got some value out of this video, make sure you like and subscribe. Would appreciate that. And one last thing before we get up on out of here, we've got the Patreon cooking, and I know a lot of people waiting for the first of the month, which totally understand that. And we will be, I'm sure, adding some new Patreon members. But with the $20 insider level, you're going to get buy and sell trade alerts, and we're also putting together a portfolio. I just emailed all the insiders yesterday so they know what I'm looking at and what we're going to do first with that portfolio. So if you're interested in that, that link will be down there in the description. And I will see you all in the next video.